Life is all about many sour things in a box, and we just have to think how to face it and how to turn it around.
Where should we start? I think we always start with the films, so we trying to see them as soon as they're finished and following up with people, and as soon as we see them, bringing them to the team. I think programming is something very collaborative.
We have a couple of films this year that share this topic.
And I think topics generally are very important to us. We want to be a representation of what we feel is important and what is going on. And I remember
it was actually one of the rare cases that we sat in a cinema together. We saw it together, which was, we were blown away from this intensity, really. What struck me is that I was so intrigued by the way she was able to tell her own story. It's something where you yourself are involved as the main lead and the filmmaker, and then it's a sensitive topic, so all these difficult elements she put together so well.
And I also think that it gives such a different aspect of strength to the film, that she's in charge of it and it's her own story.
I have a chance to talk about what happened to me. I'm scared, but all I want to do is talk about the truth. I'm a journalist, and it's my story about me investigating my own rape case. And I'm from Japan, and talking about sexual violence is quite taboo and stigmatized. So that's the story, 8 years of journey of uncovering the story. Well, first couple years, I've been recording audio. It was mainly because to protect myself, and I can prove what happened, the discovery or conversation with police. But nothing really worked. So I guess if I experienced the rape, and if police taking my case and did the investigation, I didn't have to talk about it or make a film. But I realized it's not about what happened to me, but what happened after the rape was shocking. That I felt like I'm being ignorant. I grew up there in Japan, and I felt like I didn't know that we had 110 years of rape law, or how backwards we are when it comes to sexual violence. So that was, a big part of the reason why I decided to cover.
私自身が全く記憶にないので、起きた時の記憶ははっきりしてます。Many people already witnessed what kind of negative reaction I've got.
証拠がないため厳しいですよね。
Our justice system's not working.
Without these recordings, no one would believe what I heard. Also, I wanted to break the stereotyping against the survivor of sexual violence. First time I hear stereotyping about sexual survivor was with policemen. He said, if you don't cry or if you don't get upset, we can't really believe you. And also when I went public, when I start speaking, I was asked to wear a certain clothes, or, there are so many stereotyping, and so there are so many moments that I wish I didn't have to put in a film. It's too much or it's too personal, but I wanted to show every part of it.
Being silent wasn't an option. I have to be speaking up.
I'm just a journalist who experienced this.
捜査の公正性、まさにブラックボックス。
即興かもってください。
There's no guarantee for my life.
これ人生かかってますよ。
盗聴器発見器ありますか？
Everywhere people start speaking up.
しおりさんは時代の申し子。
しおりさんじゃないですか。ぜひ頑張ってね。頑張ってください。
I guess when you hear black box, you think about the little information box on the airplane. But in Japan, or the course of talking to police and prosecutor, it was used often as a term. If something is happening behind the door. The police referred a lot what happened to me, the rape in a hotel room, as a black box. In this film, what was for me most important thing was to reveal there are so many black boxes in our society. You know, how police were handling, how these people who held the power has, you know, possibility to influence the case. So that's the black boxes I wanted open, and I really hope by sharing this story, by letting, you know, audience to watch this story, I really hope anyone who also noticed their black boxes around them start knocking the door, start opening the black boxes. So that's what I'm really hoping for.
警察にも知り合いが安倍総理とかそういう方とも接しているので、
組織の上の方から逮捕するのやめろって。
これからの伊藤さんの将来も危うくなっちゃうんですよ。
動いたちょっと。
There are a lot more that we can do. It doesn't have to be this film, but I think it's a good way. I think if you can take your, you know, partner, your family, your sister to watch this film, and, you know, even it is hard topic, I'm sure there's so much to share, and it's a good starting point, and I hope audience would take it and to express it in their way, or try to stop the violence. I mean, it happens everywhere, unfortunately. I just wish that I know it's really hard once if you experience trauma and sexual violence, but I really hope the person who experienced it watching this would know that they can really trust their own truth, and they do have a power to tell story. I just want them to survive, you know. So any form, anything that makes a person survive, we just have to think how to face it and how to turn it around. So hopefully the film will be also empowering tool to go to just live tomorrow.